What's going on, guys? Out here with another talk session here. You know, first of all, go check out fattack.com. Got the shirts and the body armor and holsters and belts and optics, getting optics, free shipping, patches. They got patches out there, patches and stickers, all kinds of stuff. Go check it out at fattack.com. So, somebody suggested in the comments of the last one of these that I did, and they said, call it, let's talk about it. And I think that's pretty cool. So I think I'm going to call these little talk sessions, let's talk about it. So the end of the world, right? The world is coming to an end as we know it tomorrow on the 8th, April 8th, 2024, right? Let's talk about it. So anyway, I don't think that's happening. Now, what I do say is that, I will say that being a Christian myself, I do believe that we are in the end times for sure. Whether you believe that or not is, on you. I'm not here to tell you, like, condemn you for what you're doing or whatever. That's on you, man. Like, I know what I believe. I know, I'm set in my ways. You do you. Whether you believe it or not is on you. So that's not the question. The question here is tomorrow going to be the end of the days, like everybody's saying? And I think it's really interesting that a lot of stuff is happening around the world that is very biblical. So I think that there's a lot of stuff happening. I think that there is a lot of things that are leading up to that, if that makes any sense. So this one instance, this one thing that's happening in particular is not necessarily the reason why it's the end of times or whatever. It's a multiple different things adding up to, and this is just one of them that makes you think there's a lot of prophecies being filled and there's a lot of stuff going on that makes you think it's the end of times. I mean, we are so weak as a population when it comes to the way men and stuff think now. Like, there's just a lot of stuff into it. Okay, I'll say that. So I think that has a lot to do with studying in the Bible and stuff like that. So you can do that if you want. I'm not going to go over that here. What I do think is that, yes, the eclipse is going to happen tomorrow. Does it happen often? Yes. Like the one we had was in 2017, was just a couple of years ago. Like that, it's not like it's that big of a deal, guys. People are freaking out and worried that, like, this is it. This is totally it. First of all, the one thing in the Bible that literally says, or that will completely combat what people are saying that this is it, this is the end of times, is that no man will know the end or the day or the time, basically. So that combats that right now. Everybody thinking that tomorrow is going to be it. It could probably happen right now versus it happening tomorrow. Everybody thinking it's happening tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it's the end of times. I do think it's very peculiar, whatever that word is. I do think it's very weird that a bunch of stuff is happening and leading up to what people are thinking is the end of times. I agree that we are in the end of times. I do believe that, because in the Bible it says that, stuff happening around the world, different weather stuff and things, it's saying that these are just birthing pains to the end times. And I think that that's what it is. I mean, so do I think in retrospect that the eclipse is the end of the world tomorrow? No, I don't. I think that if you think that, you need to do some more studying. That's what I think. You see, there's a lot of shorts out there and a lot of reels and a lot of TikTokers and stuff out there talking about that. It's really funny because they do this one, like, practice speech, like, this will blow your mind. Like, yeah, it's funny that all that stuff happens and that those things are crossing in certain areas, but what about all those other towns that it crosses over? Yes, stuff happens and it's coincidental. That's for sure. That doesn't mean that tomorrow's the end of times. The rapture, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean that that's tomorrow. Just basically by that one phrase in Matthew in the Bible, is that, no man will know the time or date. So I don't think you have to worry about it. Now, what I will say is this: if you are a true Christian and you have faith and you have God in your heart, and he has changed your heart, your soul, your mind, everything about you, if he has done that, then you should not be worried about the rapture. You should be happy that the rapture is going to come. If anything, I want the rapture to come because I don't have to worry about my son knowing if he's going to go when the rapture comes or not. Because as of right now, he's very little. He's 18 months old. He doesn't know a difference. I know he's going. So I mean, it tells you that in the Bible too. When you're old enough to actually know, then there's a different story. So if he was to come right now, I know he's going. So I mean, that's one reason why I'd be like, yeah, let's do it. So that's my whole thing. If you think tomorrow's the end of times, then you obviously haven't studied enough. And yes, it's very coincidental, and yes, it's leading up to a lot of stuff, and a lot of different things are leading up to that point. But this is not it. So that's my thinking on it. Anyway, guys, try not to be too long. Like I said, that's why I like doing podcasts. I can talk a lot. If you want to see more stuff like this, put it in the comments below. I think I'm going to try to put up more things like this. I think I'm going to try to put up some drum covers. Yes, we are a YouTube channel that reviews 2A products, guns, gear, stuff like that. But we are also more than that. And especially me, since it's just me pretty much running the channel now. Still going to put up gun stuff like we had one up today. This is going to go up today just like we had another one up today. This one just has to go up today because the Eclipse is tomorrow. But going to do a lot of stuff, drum covers, all kinds of stuff like that. I really like hearing from you guys. If you put it in the comments below if you'd like to hear this kind of stuff, I'd really appreciate it. Always hit like and subscribe because that costs you nothing, and it helps us out in the algorithm, pushes our stuff out there to more people so they can see it too. And subscribe if you're not subscribed, man. There's like over 80% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed to the channel, which is very weird to me. I don't understand. Subscribing costs you nothing. I don't get it. So go check out Fat Tack. That's our main sponsor. Got a lot of stuff on there. Like I said, body armor, holsters, belts. And they also offer it on a like a credit system now. Like it's Sizzle is what I've seen. Somebody's told me that it's called. I called it Sizzle in the last one, and then they were like, that's not the way it's pronounced, right? So Sizzle or whatever is a thing where you can basically buy it now, get it now, and pay for it monthly. So you can rack up about $1,000 and pay for it monthly. You don't have to pay for it all right now. But anyway, go check out fattack.com. We really appreciate it, and I'll see y'all on the next one.